Act of the Apostles, chapter 6, from verse 8. And Stephen, full of faith and power, did great wonders and miracles among the people. Then there arose certain of the synagogue, which is called the synagogue of the Libertines, and Cyrenians, and Alexandrians, and of them of Cilicia and of Asia, disputing with Stephen. Can you see that? Stephen was full with faith and power. He did great wonders and great miracles among the people. Yet, the same set of people stood up to oppose him. So, of course, God has sent you to the people. But you must also know that the people that will oppress you are these same people. God has sent you to the people, yet it is still people that will oppose you. Still people that will discourage you. Still people that will fight you. The same people you are sent to are still the same set of people that will fight what you're doing. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it may not be the exact people that you are sent to, but of course, you are sent to humans. You are a human, so you can't expect that your opposition is going to be animals. Your opposition will also be humans like you. And one thing to note about oppositions is this: oppositions are usually, you know, people who do not understand our vision and mission statement. That's it. So when people do not understand a thing, naturally they oppose it. So to some, instead of coming for clarity, what is this all about? What is God asking you to do? They will not come. Because if they had gotten clarity, maybe they would not have been an opposition. But for some, they will not bother to come for clarity. Because they don't understand what you're doing, especially if what you are doing is something that is maybe new to them. They'll fight it. They'll talk down on it. So confusion is the devil's site for nurturing, you know, uh, for nurturing enemies, for nurturing oppositions. Before the devil can make you oppose a thing, he will first train you in confusion. You'll be trained in confusion. And after that training, you will now have enough stature to oppose. Because everything about that thing you want to fight is not clear to you. So because it's not clear to you, you just assume that okay, this thing is not of God. At the moment you reach that conclusion, you will do everything to fight it. Even when it is God already doing that thing. But because you don't understand it, you fight it. For example, if you study the death of Jesus, you discover that Jesus gave us an insight into the nature of people. He gave us an insight. Are you there? Because he wants us to know the nature or the condition of the people that killed him, the condition of the people that contributed to his death, the priests, the soldiers, every other person. Are you there? And when Jesus described these people, he called them ignorant. So it means that they were fighting Jesus, they wanted him dead, not because they are really bad people, but because they are ignorant. They don't know. They don't know. And instead of them to go for knowledge, they choose to decide in confusion. it's a calamity when a man chooses to decide in confusion. No, don't decide in confusion. Go for knowledge. Don't decide in confusion. Go for knowledge. Are you getting what I'm saying? Your path is the path of light. Walk there. Are you with me? Then there arose certain of the synagogue, which is called the synagogue of the Libertines. So there are five or six, 5 to 6 different people fighting what Stephen was doing. Are you there? Not just people. I mean, they fought him as a tribe. They fought him as a group. Are you there? So people from the Libertines, they fought him. The Cyrenians, they fought him. Alexandrians fought him. Are you there? So on and on like that. People formed group. Are you there? And then what they did was to fight Stephen because what Stephen was doing was not clear to them. But because it was not clear to them, they took him to be an enemy. And you get what I'm saying? That's it. Now the serious part is that the same set of people who are opposing Stephen, they are people who are known to be religious leaders. These people are now. If you look at that statement in verse 9, and okay, then there arose certain of the synagogue. So that means every of this group that stood up against Stephen, they were from the synagogue. Either they came from a denomination, so to speak, they came from the church. They were, known among believers, but yet they became an obstacle to Stephen. I you get what I'm saying? So you may be among the brethren praying and doing other physical things that Christians do. Are you get what I'm saying? But you see, it is your knowledge that will refine and define you. A man is refined by his knowledge, and he is also defined by his knowledge. You understand? So one mistake I've seen over and over, especially in the book of Acts, that some people commit is um, misjudging people. Are you there? Just assuming. That's also the problem in this place. They just felt, oh, this man is full of the Holy Ghost and power. And I believe there are some things about the ministry of Stephen that were uncommon. So all these things that God was doing through Stephen, they could not explain it scientifically. It's not something common. So what they did was, okay, since it's not something common, it will mean that this man is fake. So different groups now rose up against him from the church. From the church. That's the sad news. It's a dangerous thing when even a church cannot discern another church. It's a dangerous thing when the body cannot discern the body. That's very dangerous. Are you there? The body should know the body. Can I tell you something? If you claim to be part of Christ's body and you cannot discern the other bodies, the other parts that Jesus has, that can be a sign that you are not really a part of the body. Can I tell you something? The hand will never deny the presence of the leg. Yes, the ears will never deny the presence of the eyes. The reason our body could function properly is because each part of the body they embraced each other. They were not suspecting each other. Just assume that your eyes is not willing to open. Why? Because your leg, you know, walked through a very long distance yesterday. So your leg is no longer trusting your eyes, and then your eyes is not trusting your head. Just imagine things like that. But every part is united. That's where God is bringing us to as believers. Otherwise, the church will be fighting the church. And it's happening already. It's happening already. You see some people talking down on a particular ministry. The pastor will come to the altar. Instead of preaching, he will spend a good time condemning others, condemning ministry. Now, one of our sisters shared something with me. I think that was some weeks ago. She said to me that somebody invited her for a program, and I think one of her female friends. So she invited her for a program. All right, she followed. She followed her, and they got there. And when they got there, the pastor was preaching and preaching. At a point, he now began to mention minister's name. So the man of God would say, Pastor so will go to hell. God did not call him. He has left the right message. Are you there? And this man was calling the names of prominent ministers, fathers of faith, those that we look up to. And while he was doing that, my sister said she just felt tired of the meeting. And then she had to carry her bag and leave before the man even finished talking. Are you getting what I'm saying? It is, not recognizing the body is not a good thing. If you are a member of the body, you should discern the body. Are you there? Yes. If you are a member of the body, you should be able to discern the body. Let's avoid foolish talks. Yes, the Bible also warns us to avoid such. Let's avoid foolish talks. What is a foolish talk? A foolish talk is that kind of discussion that is created in confusion. That man is fake. That man of God is fake. And then they ask you, what's your proof? You say, I don't need to move closer to him. I just know he's fake. If you like, believe me. If you like, don't believe me. The man is fake. People like that, they are not good people to work with because of their unreasonable conclusions. Oh, the man is fake. How do you know? Don't you see the shoe he wore? Are you there? Don't you see the car is driving? If he's really a genuine man of God, he cannot be driving such an expensive car. So to you now, that is the proof that he is not from God. Are you there? You have to note this. Are you there? You see, your knowledge is your driver. This whole body that you have is vulnerable to the things that you know. Yes, if you know the wrong things, you just discover that your body will be doing things that it should not do. The body will be reacting in a strange way to certain people. Why? Knowledge. Knowledge. Are you getting what I'm saying? Knowledge. For example, if somebody comes to you and they tell you that somebody did something very bad, maybe somebody that you know, what will you do? Are you there? You don't receive an information and just begin to act immediately. No, that's not wisdom. That's not wisdom. Someone comes to you and says, sir, that your friend, he did this, he did that, he did. You don't go saying, oh, he did that. I know he's so. I know he's a fit person. And then you start talking and talking. That's not wisdom. Are you there? So when people come to you with such things, don't be too quick to give a response. To some of them, you may ask them to come back later. Are you there? That is so that you can have time to make your inquiries. And it's good to know that it's not even every question that you should answer. There are some questions they bring to you, you tell them, please, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in answering this question. It doesn't reduce you. You understand? Some of us will think that we have to answer every question. And then to us, if we don't answer every question, it will mean that we are small. Or maybe we do not know up to what we should know. That's not true. Are you there? As a matter of fact, it's not every question that should be answered. When they came to Jesus, should we stone that? And then they were asking several questions. Jesus kept quiet and he was writing on the ground. So he heard their question, but he did not answer. If you study the conversation between the Samaritan woman and Jesus, you discover that there were several questions that the Samaritan woman asked Jesus that Jesus did not respond to. Jesus did not respond to. He did not reply. For example, the Samaritan woman said, "Okay, are you now greater than our father Jacob, who gave us this one? He drank from it. His children drank from it, and his cattle drank from it. So are you greater than our father Jacob?" Jesus did not answer. Are you there? And there were other questions the woman asked Jesus that he did not answer. So if you are asked a question and you don't have an answer to it at the moment, please keep quiet. Don't try to prove anything, because in our attempt to prove that we know, we have taught certain things that we should not teach. And then the problem of speaking is this: there are some people that they will hear what you are saying and they will begin to run with it. They will believe that is the truth. So for the sake of such people, we have to mind what we say. Are you there? Beloved of God, well, the truth is this: opposition is part of ministry. Well, that's not a good thing to hear, but it is part of ministry. It doesn't matter how powerful your teaching is, the levels of miracles you do, signs and wonders, there will be opposition. Are you there? Those who do not understand what God is doing with you will form a group. They will come together and oppose you. Are you there? People can oppose you as a group, and people can oppose you individually. But anytime you sense opposition, please note that the people fighting you are the set of people who do not really understand your mission and your vision. Are you getting what I'm saying? All right. Let's look at some things about this set of people that rose up against Stephen in the temple. Who are the libertines? Now, libertines is also called freedmen. Freedmen. Like it is likely referring to Jews who were formerly slaves or prisoners of war, possibly from Rome. So the libertines means freedmen, meaning that they were formerly in bondage, but now they are enjoying liberty. They are now free. So they are the ones called the libertines. So this set of people also rose up against Stephen. Are you getting what I'm saying? Let's look at another one, the Cyrenians. The Cyrenians also rose up against Stephen. Who are the Cyrenians? The Cyrenians are Jews from Cyrene, a city in North Africa. Can you see that? The Alexandrians, they also rose up against Stephen. Who are the Alexandrians? Alexandrians are Jews from Alexandria. Alexandria is a place. So the Jews from that place, the people from that place, they are the ones called the Alexandrians. So this set of people also rose up to oppose Stephen. The fourth set of people are the Cilicians. Now, Cilicians are Jews from Cilicia, a region in the southeastern Asia Minor. Are you there? The fifth set of people that rose up against Stephen were the Asians. Asians. Asians are the Jews from the Roman province of Asia. Can you see? So these 5 different sets, they rose up against him because they don't understand what he is doing. Now, look at, you see, as a leader, you have to prepare your heart to answer the questions of your people, especially about the ministry, because they were not there when God called you. So, and now they are part of the move. They are part of the movement. It's not too big either if they demand for answers to their questions. You see, a minister that is running away from questions is likely not to last in ministry. Yes, because those people you are not answering their questions, a time will come, they will form opposition. They will become your opposition. Why? They don't even understand what you are doing. Because it is their understanding of what God has told you concerning what you are doing, are you there, that will keep them going. Are you there? That will keep them going. That's what will build assurance in them that, okay, based on all this that God is saying concerning this place, all right, is a sign that I'm in the right place. Are you getting what I'm saying? So ministers should take their time, are you there, and answer the questions of their followers so as to help them keep following God. Now, let me share something with you. Something happened some weeks ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. So, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I received a message from one of my beloved sisters. So, they told me, "Sir, I want you to minister on our group on WhatsApp." I said, "Okay, what's the theme? What's the time?" And then I asked them some questions. I said, "Okay, they are going to feed me back." Now, another sister of mine, who is also a friend to that first sister, called me and told me about a program. I said, "Okay." So I told her also to give me the same thing, to tell me the same thing. Only for them to come to me and then they said, "Sir, the program is today, it's 3 p.m." And then it's rare for me to be doing programs like that. Most of my programs are usually in the night because I may be busy in the day. So the time is very short. But yet, I know I needed to go there because I needed to encourage them. And they told me, they said, "Sir, you are not coming to preach. We just want you to come for orientation. Want you to do orientation for us." I said, "Okay, if you want me to do orientation for you, then come up with those things." So I even thought it's going to be something small. When they sent me the list, it was about 20 items. Yes, I think, yes, they numbered, yes. Altogether, what was there was like 19. Then altogether, the things I responded to were 20 or 20 plus. Are you getting what I'm saying? So look at, they began to ask questions. They listed it. It was so many. What is YMF? They asked me a lot of questions about the ministry. And why were they doing that? The group they opened, there, was to them, to them it was like another branch of YMF, there, in another place on WhatsApp. So they wanted me to come and explain everything about the ministry to them, to the people there on the group. You understand what I'm saying? So your people will need to ask you questions. And they don't complain that you are not receiving support from them when your vision is not clearly explained to them. The people that your visions are not clear to will not support you. And if they do it, just know that it's not willingly, it's forcefully. And that kind of giving is not a good one. Giving has to be cheerful. Giving has to be willingly. The giver must give willingly, not forcefully. So please take note of that emphasis. You must be willing to answer the questions of your people, especially questions around the ministry. Can I tell you something? Even when they don't ask, you have the responsibility to share it with them. Let them know what God has said concerning the ministry. Let them know how you got what God told you, how you started, what motivated you, what is God trying to achieve with the ministry. All these questions, you must answer it. Don't shy away from it. Otherwise, you'll be raising people who are just there, but yet they do not believe in the vision. Yes. For example, you see, for people to believe in your vision, you have to keep explaining it. You have to keep talking about it. Are you there? Now this is it. You were there alone when God spoke to you. They were not there. Are you there? Some of the people you are now working together in ministry, some of them, you don't even know yourself from anywhere. The only reason you are bonded is just because of the love of God. Are you there? The brotherly love among, brethren. Are you with me? So for such a person who do not, for example, now, none of you were there when God spoke to me about the ministry. Are you there? But because you are part of the ministry, I now have the responsibility to tell you those things that God told me about the ministry, even without you asking. Are you getting what I'm saying? I'm saying this because God will be committing some things to some of you, to your hands. Don't keep your mouth shut. Don't assume, yes, but I have people that are supporting me now. I have people that will do the thing together. I'm not the only one doing it. Now you may be calling them and they are coming and they are coming. But you see, a time will come that will no longer work. What if you are not there with them? It will mean that if you are not there with them, that work will not continue. Why? Because you are the only one that is convinced that God is involved. They are not convinced. Are you there? So let us as leaders be bold to share with others the things that the Lord has said concerning the ministry, so that we can help them to serve God, and not oppose God. We can help them to serve God through what God is doing through us and not oppose the work of the Lord in us. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, looking at verse 9, you see that 5 different people, are you there? They rose up. What were they doing? They were disputing with Stephen. So, in opposition, there will be disputings. Are you there? Yes. Opposition is not necessarily the people that are fighting you or they want to kill you. No. Are you there? Disputing is also a sign of an opposition. Are you there? Disagreements, arguments, all those things, they are signs. Are you there? They are signs. They are signs. So these people, when they heard Stephen teach, they began to ask him questions. Are you there? They began to ask him questions. Okay, why did Jesus do this? Just for example, why did this happen in the Old Testament? John will, Stephen will explain to them. And then I was okay. If that's it, then why are they doing so thing in the Old Testament? Are you getting what I'm saying? Why are they doing that? They want to test Stephen. They want to know if he truly knows what he claims to know. The Lord was speaking to me many years ago. I think I've shared this with you before. The Lord said, don't teach what you don't know, because a single question will move you into confusion. Are you there? So Stephen was preaching, yet he had a perfect understanding of what he was preaching. Are you there? So even the salvation message you are preaching, receive Jesus, he died for you. I hope you know what you are saying. Do you know the weight of that statement, receive Jesus? Do you know the weight of the statement, give your life to Christ? Do you know how weighty it is to say he died for you? Those things are very strong. They are not ordinary statements. Because some of the people you met can look at you and say, okay, he died for me. All right, how do I know? Then they will ask you, were you there when he died? Because you are speaking to me confidently now that Jesus died for me. Show me the photos, show me the pictures. At least if I see the picture from you, I'll be convinced that he died for me. If you are not careful, those kind of questions can can make you lose your boldness. Are you there? So this Putin's there is not that they were fighting, no. This Putin's there means that these 5 groups that rose up against Stephen, what they were doing was to question the authenticity of Stephen's preaching. There are ministers that will get angry when you ask them questions. I said Jesus is this, and you are still asking me how. Are you doubting me? Are you saying I'm fake? Sir, you don't have to be angry. You don't have to be angry. You see, anger is a cover up. Yes, when foolishness wants to hide, foolishness will hide using anger. Anger is the umbrella of foolishness. Either when foolishness wants to hide from the rain, then he uses the umbrella called anger. The rain there now is judgment. Because foolishness itself, every act of foolishness will be judged. So when foolishness wants to dodge God's judgment, that's you know where it's going to hide now. Aha. So anger is always the the umbrella. That's how a foolish person. That's how he covers up for what he doesn't know and is not willing to learn. Sir, when you were preaching the other time, you said this. Why? Then you will not imagine their response. Why? Are you questioning me? Is that how to ask questions? There are times people will ask me questions. Their presentation is not even right. But I'll just discern their intentions and I'll answer their questions. Are you getting what I'm saying? And for some questions, if I'm very busy at that time, I will refer them to any of the people in the ministry. So go to this person, tell him to answer your question and get back to me when it is answered. Are you getting what I'm saying? We must always be bold to answer people's questions. Don't shy away with it. Don't use anger to, don't don't use anger to cover up for your ignorance. Ignorant people are usually they are given to anger. There are 2 people that they usually have anger issues. Two major set of people. There may be more than 2, but these 2, they are the major ones. Number 1, ignorant people. And number 2, those that are foolish. Those 2, their hideout is anger. And this thing I'm saying now is a principle that works for virtually every aspect of leadership. If you study Jesus, Jesus also did this. You will see him speaking to his disciples. I and my Father, we are one. Are you there? My Father is in me. I am in my Father, my Father, my Father. Why is he saying those things? He's saying this because he wants to clearly explain his vision to the disciples he had at that time. Are you getting what I'm saying? And because he was able to properly explain the vision, are you there? It became easy for the people who were working with him to continue in the ministry. A ministry that is not clearly explained will not enjoy a long lifespan. Yes, it won't live long. That ministry will not live long. The time will come, it will just die off. Why? The vision is not clear. It's not clear. So you want to go into ministry. The question is your vision, is it clear to you? The things that God is saying to you, do you understand? It's a tragedy when you ask a minister to tell you some things about the ministry and he's telling you things that are not clear. Are you there? What he's saying is not even clear. And then you are even wondering, is this thing that brings this person into ministry? You know, I was walking on the road one time and then suddenly my slippers just, left my leg. I picked it up again, then I continued walking and my slippers again left my leg. So I now told God, I said, Lord, what's the meaning of this sign? If you have called me, let my slippers not leave my leg again. And then when I said that, my slippers did not leave my leg again. Praise the Lord. So when I saw that, that was my sign. Because I told God that, God, if you have called me, let my slippers stay on my leg. Imagine those kind of things. Just imagine as a minister, your people are asking you, how do you know you are called? How do you receive this? And you are saying something as funny as that to them. And they may not react immediately. But when they go home and they think on the words that you had spoken to them, and they will know, they themselves will know that your vision is not clear to you. And you cannot expect a vision that is not clear to the receiver to be very clear to those who will support. It's not true. Are you there? How clear your vision will be to others, are you there? Most of the time is actually how clear it is to you. If you, the receiver of the vision of the assignment, if you, who happens to be the receiver, if the vision is not clear to you, no matter how you explain to others, it will not also be clear to them. Are you there? The highest clarity you can help others to have concerning your ministry is the quality, is the highest, what do I call it now? The highest clarity that you can help others to have concerning your ministry is resting on the level of clarity that you have. So if your ministry is clear to you, you know what God has called you to do. Are you there? Then you can help others to come into clarity. I'm saying that the first assignment of a minister is to tell the people that are supporting what he's doing about the ministry. Are you there? Don't wait for them to ask. Tell them everything. That will help them to serve with all their hearts. For example, I don't think it is safe to enter into a bus just because the bus is moving. Are you there? The bus is moving and then you entered. Nothing like I'm going to this place, I'm going to that place. No. The bus is just moving and you are there. And when people call you, you say, yes, we are moving, we are getting there. Are you there? It's easy to say we are moving, we are getting there. But the question is, where are you getting to? Where are you going to? To what direction are you sailing? To what direction are you driving? They'll say, well. The only cover up some people have is only God knows tomorrow. Yes, it is only God that knows tomorrow. But you should know today. And there are some things you should know from your yesterday. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's it. Because the knowledge of yesterday and the knowledge of today, if you use it well, it will guide you tomorrow. That's just the truth. Are you getting what I'm saying? There's no magic anywhere. The knowledge of yesterday and the knowledge of today, if you merge the two together and you work with it effectively, it will produce a desirable tomorrow. Are you there? So that vision, that thing, that assignment you want to do, I want to ask you a question. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Because clarity is what will bring assurance. It is dangerous, it is bad, it is unscriptural for you to gather men, and they gather men around you, for you to call people to come and support you in an assignment that is not even clear to you. No, that's very bad. I remember those days in school, especially with some of the lecturers then. I discovered that when you ask them a question they don't know, instead of them to say, this question currently I don't have an answer to it, but I'll get back to you on this tomorrow. They'll just look at you and say, so is this thing you don't know? Yes, sir, I don't know it. That's why I'm asking you, sir. You don't know this simple thing. Okay, that's good. Then the next thing is everybody tears of paper, and they will give you that same question they were asked as a test. And then people begin to wonder, we don't know. That's why we say for not even knowing this simple thing, do it as a test. And then they will tell you 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, everybody submit. That's some people's style. They won't mark it. They will not even use it as test. They're just using that one to cover up for what they don't know. You get what I'm saying? If you always have a cover up for the things you don't know, you will stay long in ignorance. You stay long in foolishness. You get what I'm saying? Don't cover up for the things you don't know. The only way to cover up is to go for knowledge, not to get angry unnecessarily. And then some of them, you ask them question, sir, please, what is this? They will tell you, is this what you don't know? Then they will face the class. Everybody take this as an assignment. Then the same question you gave them that they have refused to answer, they ask you to take it as an assignment. Then the next class, they may not even remember. And those that remember will now say, yes, what's now the answer? Are you there? Well, I just believe in being sincere. If I don't know something, I will tell you. I don't know how to hide unnecessarily. I'll tell you, well, this for now I don't have an answer to it. But go and make research. Whatever you see, let me know. Are you there? That's it. So anger is usually a cover up. Somebody does something. So this thing I'm saying, some of you have seen the reality around you, so you know it's true. Somebody did something. What he did was very wrong. But because he doesn't want people to come and question him, then he just suddenly begins to get angry. So that people will not ask him, why did you do this? Why did you do this? So he suddenly squeezes his face and then looking like somebody that wants to fight. It's not necessary. The cover up for foolishness is anger. Either the cover up for ignorance is what? Is also anger. It's anger. What is foolishness? Foolishness is hatred for knowledge. If you hate knowledge, you're a fool. Yes, foolishness is your hatred for knowledge. The hatred you develop for knowledge is what makes you a fool. So who is an ignorant man? An ignorant man loves knowledge. He loves knowledge. He knows the value of knowledge. But just that he is not willing to pay the price to get the knowledge. He's not willing to go for knowledge. He doesn't hate knowledge like a foolish man. A foolish man hates knowledge. He doesn't want to even hide there. But an ignorant man, he doesn't really hate knowledge, but he's not just ready to pay the price for knowledge. So to an ignorant man, he wants everything to be convenient for him. So he will not stress himself to learn. He will only learn when the learning is convenient. For example, if somebody is teaching something close to his house, he will go there because he knows he will not have to stress himself to get there. But if they say this thing is it's in so place, He will not want to stress himself. He doesn't. An ignorant man does not believe in uh, putting extra effort. Are you there? Yes, putting extra effort into what you are doing to get knowledge. He doesn't believe in those extra efforts. That's an ignorant man. Are you getting what I'm saying? So that's it. So your hatred for knowledge is what makes you a fool. Are you there? And your inability to sacrifice for knowledge, your inability to go for knowledge is what makes you ignorant. There are people that they know what they should know, but they are not ready to go for that knowledge. And you see them saying, I should have known this thing, or I should have learned this thing, but I don't just know. Those are ignorant people. Can you get what I'm saying? Now let's read the verse 9 again. Then there arose certain of the synagogue. Can you see? So all these 5 groups of people, they are from the synagogue. They are from the fellowship. That's one thing I did not know. Anyway, then I was a very young Christian though, but I did not know it. But for me, this statement, I learned it by experience. Nobody taught me. I learned it by the things that happened to me. Are you there? There arose certain of the synagogue. Yes, me, I learned this one by experience. As a young believer, a teenager loving the Lord, the first major problem I have in my life came from brethren, sincerely. Not even from the people of the world. The first major problem I had in my life that shook me and I was almost going into depression for the first time came from brethren. Maybe that was why it affected me that way then, because for me, I thought, oh, brethren are heavenly beings. They can't do such things. So when they now, it's like they brought out knife and then they were just stabbing my heart like this, just trying to cut it out. It's a bloody sin if you want to picture what really happened to me that time. I was shattered. I was shattered. It was so serious. It was very serious. But God helped me. You get what I'm saying? So the Bible also says that these people that arose, they were people from the synagogue, meaning people from the fellowship. So don't always expect that your oppositions will come from outside. No, it can come from inside. It can come from within the fellowship. Are you there? Please take note of that. God bless you.